Okay, if you're a tradie working anywhere in the Waikato, listen up. We're about to talk about what might be the single most misunderstood part of your online marketing, local backlinks. Now, forget all the confusing jargon. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what these are, why they actually matter for you, and how to get the right ones without any of the headaches. Let's jump right in.
So let me just start by asking you a question. When it comes to backlinks, is it possible you're making one of the most common mistakes out there? Because, most businesses, they fall into one of two traps, and either one can really seriously hold your local rankings back.
And here they are. On one hand, you've got business owners who just ignore backlinks altogether. Kind of cross their fingers and hope for the best. And on the other side, you have people who chase bad links, maybe buying some cheap, spammy package from overseas. The truth? Both of these approaches are going to stop you from showing up where it really counts, right here in your local Waikato community.
So to get this right, we really need to understand what Google is actually trying to figure out when someone searches for you. And spoiler alert, it is probably not what you think it is. Getting this one concept is the absolute key to local SEO. This right here, this is the big mindset shift. So many people think SEO is about collecting the most links possible, like their votes in an election. But that's not how Google sees it at all. It's using links as signals of trust and validation. And once you really get that, honestly, everything else just falls into place.
So what on earth is a trust signal? Well, think of it like this. It's a piece of evidence online that helps Google tick three really important boxes about your business. Number one, is this business real? Number two, is it genuinely local to this area? And number three, is it reputable? Every single good backlink helps Google confidently say, "Eep" to all three of those. Let's make it real. When someone in Te Awamutu types in plumber Te Awamutu, Google's number one job is to answer this question. Is this a real, established business that's actually known around here? It's searching for local legitimacy. And guess what? Your backlinks are the proof. Now, you might be thinking that being in a smaller market is a bit of a disadvantage, but when it comes to local links, being based in the Waikato is actually a huge advantage. Seriously, let me show you exactly why. See, because the local internet scene in places like Cambridge or Morrinsville is smaller, each legitimate local link you get just carries so much more weight. There are fewer quality local websites, so a link from one of them is a way stronger signal for Google. This is exactly how a focused local tradie can often outrank some huge national company. It's all about local relevance, not just stacking up a huge volume of links. Okay, so that's the why. Now let's get into the how. We're going to look at a simple, actionable blueprint with 5 smart sources for local links that you can actually start thinking about today. We're going to walk through 5 super sensible categories. First, directories, then your suppliers, then community groups, local media, and finally, a really clever way to use testimonials. This is all about building real-world trust online, not trying to game the system. All right, let's start with the absolute foundation, business and trade directories. Look, I know, these are not the most exciting things in the world, but they are so critical for getting the basics right. The main job of a legitimate New Zealand directory is super simple, but it's vital. It helps Google confirm that your name, your address, and your phone number are the same everywhere. This consistency just removes any doubt Google might have about who you are and where you operate. The key here is just accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Next up, let's talk about a source of incredibly powerful links that, honestly, most tradies don't even realize they have access to, and that is your suppliers, the manufacturers you work with, and your other trade partners. Just think about it for a second. If the brand of paint you use, or the company that makes the parts you install, lists your business as an approved installer on their website, well, that is a massive trust signal. It's super relevant to your industry, it reflects a real-world business relationship, and it's something you actually earned. From Google's point of view, these links are absolute gold. Okay, this next one is all about connecting what you do in the real world to your online reputation. So are you sponsoring the local kids rugby team or maybe helping out with a community event? That can be an incredibly powerful online signal. When a local sports club or a charity gives your business a thank you and a link on their website, it creates this perfect digital trace of your community involvement. It proves to Google that you are a genuine part of the local fabric. And that right there is powerful, powerful local validation. Now, don't ever underestimate the power of local news sites, community blogs, or other regional websites. Getting even a small mention on one of these can be a huge boost for your business.
See, the reason these links are so trusted is because they're editorial. That just means a real person made a choice to include you. They can't be easily bought or faked, and they slam dunk the point that you're relevant to a specific geographic area. And you really don't need a lot of these. Just one or two over time sends a really strong, trustworthy signal. And finally, number 5. This is one of the cleanest, most ethical ways to earn a fantastic link. It's a simple little strategy that's all about giving a great testimonial to another business you work with and trust. Here's how simple it is. You write a genuine, positive review for one of your suppliers or partners. When they put it up on their website, they include your business name, your town, like Hamilton or Cambridge, and a link back to your website. It's a perfect win-win situation that creates a highly relevant backlink and another one of those awesome trust signals. So let's just put it all together. It's really a choice between clarity and confusion. On one side, you've got good signals that create clarity for Google, things like supplier links, community sponsorships, and proper directories. On the other side, you have bad signals that just create confusion, bulk link packages, random links from overseas blogs, that sort of thing. When it comes to local SEO, clarity is always going to win. And this all brings us to the most important takeaway from this whole thing. The real goal here isn't just link building. No, it's something much more fundamental to your business. The real job of a good local backlink isn't just to exist. It's to prove your legitimacy. It's to reinforce your location. It's to build and support trust. And when you do those things, you reduce any uncertainty Google might have about you. And that's when the good rankings just naturally follow. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. If you think of your backlinks as your online reputation, the digital proof of who you are and what your business stands for, what does yours currently say about you? Thanks for tuning in.